Morning's just the best time for me. I mean, everybody's got their preference, but every time I try to sleep past my alarm in the morning, say I'm gonna go in the afternoon, I never go. My phone starts ringing about 6:30. It doesn't stop till about 5 in the afternoon. So this is really the only moment I have of, quiet peace where I can just focus and stay in the zone.
Go-to music during leg day. What are you listening to?
Some techno stuff. I don't like to put too much stuff that has words. What goes in comes out, so I don't want to listen to like 3 6 Mafia, like slinging crack on the corner. Not that this doesn't. So techno house music keeps the heart pumping. Let's see what it is.
Match the BPM.
Nitty gritty. Plus I like the long ones. They're like 45-minute songs, so you don't gotta keep trying to flip it.
You lift to the beat sometimes? You find yourself?
Not really.
No?
I just it helps me definitely keep my heart pumping and keep me wanting to go just because of the pace of the music. But not. It's like a Brazilian thing. They like shake their butt to the music. They're like today. Do a pyramid set on leg press. And just kill the legs so you can't walk. It's Monday.
Started off right in the gym, huh?
Sure. Start every day off right.
5 a.m.
Should have mic'd up. We gotta hire some people. Figure out manpower for the rest of the week. For jobs, and of course we're at the end of about 4 projects where everybody wants everything done at the same time, so it's crunch time. That's when all the freaks come out, is the end of the projects. Anytime you're dealing with people, it's hard, so we do the best we can to provide an environment where people want to stay, where people want to grow, and unfortunately there's a lot of entitlement. Construction industry, there's a lot of ego, and people just can't work together. I mean, it's plain and simple, and it goes back to kindergarten when you're playing in the sandbox. Some could, some couldn't.
Well, it's a pretty decent paying industry, so it has to be an entitlement or something.
I think everybody's always looking for the next dollar raise or extra dollar that they can make versus the long term. Being looking at the big picture, the long game of staying with a company for a long time, being promoted from within. But it's the instant gratification through my emails after I deal with everything that's going on in the field. Luckily, I do have a guy that just started that's handling operations. So operations manager / project manager, which I was kind of wearing all those hats before. I had some help from Justin, who's over here in the back. He's our estimator, who estimates all the underground utility stuff, which this Friday, I'm taking my underground utilities license test so that we can self-perform the utilities in-house versus subbing it out. So big step for us as a company.
This is probably part of work that a lot of people don't realize you have in the industry. A lot of communication, a lot of emails, miscommunications, I'm sure, but that's part of the game. You're not always on the site.
No.
Being physical.
And of course, everybody thinks that I just drive around in my truck all day and don't do nothing. But it's the long days. It's the not getting to stop for lunch. It's the dealing with people, figuring out problem solving. I mean, really is what it is. I mean, that's what I get paid to do, is to solve problems all day long. I told my son said, I use algebra every day.
Wait, say that first part again?
I told my son, he says, Dad, when am I ever going to use algebra in life? I said, son, I use algebra every single day. Problem solving. Might not be A plus B equals C or, you know, but in the big scheme of things, it's the same thing. Let's see, we got 4 dump trucks. We just got the 4th dump truck on Friday. We traded in a grapple truck and an older dump truck for a brand new one. We have 5 field supervisor crews that have pickup trucks and trailers and skid steers. Most of everybody starts their day here. Garth lives in Palm Bay, so he's pretty much kind of comes up to get fuel when he needs it and you know, stays down at the project we have in Palm Bay. Executive vice president, so I kind of handle business development, you know, decisions made. I was kind of handling all the project management, all of the overseeing estimating, contract administration. So now I'm kind of like delegating those tasks to, like I said, we have a project manager slash operations manager that's taking a lot off of my plate. So now I can go kind of rub elbows, meet people, start building those relationships and continue the relationships that we already have to keep getting work. We got one, just signed a $2.8 million contract. We're gonna have an on-site meeting tomorrow for that. We're working on permits for it now. Big tilt-up facility up in Fort Pierce by the airport. And then we got one that we're finalizing we had to redo our pricing because it was a year since we bid it the last time. And we were already verbally awarded that. So we're just, obviously I don't count anything until we got ink on paper. But that one is gonna be in Blue Heron Boulevard. I wanna say that was a little north of $2 million as well. And we're going to perform total site on that one. The only thing we're not going to be self-performing on that is asphalt paving, which, you know, we're moving into self-performing our own utilities now. We are self-performing most of our concrete, and now we're going to look at in the future to start doing our own asphalt paving as well. So a true turnkey site work company that doesn't sub everything out is what we're going towards. And it's a dead and dying thing right now. Most companies they separate all the scopes. So you're gonna have, you know, one guy doing the dirt work, one guy doing the utilities, one guy doing the concrete, and it turns into a lot of finger pointing. So it's good to have single point of accountability. GCs like it whenever they can just call one person and ask questions and get answers. And we provide a pretty quality management system to where, you know, communication and organization is important and is part of what we offer. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, I need that file.
The what?
The CAD file
Okay.
for the underground stuff.
All right.
Asking.
How is the engineer? Yeah. Gotcha. I'm copying you in the email to him right now. CAD file for the as-built. Yes, sir. Now this is only the paving, grading, not paving, grading, drainage, but just the utilities. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yep. Thank you. Just wondering if you had time. I was gonna run up and look at a couple jobs up there, and after I get done with my emails, and we could look at that grease trap real quick. At least see what it is, what it's gonna take. The guy sent me some more specs on it over the weekend. I can shoot over to you of what the city's looking for. But I don't know how you would order like your elevations for your inverts if it's existing, right? You're gonna have to know what those. You're gonna have to know what that stuff is. And then I don't know if we got to bring a surveyor in to as-built it and all that. So.
Engineers probably gonna have to.
What is our pipe out there? HDPE?
Go with the RCP out the main entrance, but.
Did you get the asset list, the paper from who you needed to get it from? for Mavis? Application to get Phil?
Let me ask Lewis real quick and see if we can do that.
Okay. And then even if it's maybe we keep, because he just got bombarded. He got hit with like 50, 60 loads first thing in the morning. And, he's by himself. So he finally just got on the dozer, started pushing. But, I think if we keep maybe a couple of trucks on him, he should be able to keep that up for the rest of the day until we get, another set of guys down there tomorrow.
Hello.
Hey. Hang tight. I got another location you guys are going to go to. Nobody showed up down there to Delray today. No operators or nothing. So Jamie's by himself. So he just got hit. He got hit with like 100 loads, 48 loads, I guess, this morning. We had an irrigation contractor that we were working with who was a sub of a landscape contractor. And we worked with him for months to get the plans together, working hand in hand with the engineer to provide a city spec project it's a sculpture basically. It's a small project. Really wouldn't have taken much, but we had to get, the drawings engineered and so that the city would approve it, and went through that whole process, took months. And, we get ready to do the work. The sub was supposed to show up on the 20th, which is today's the 23rd, and never showed up, and basically said that he wasn't going to show up unless he got a deposit. And so we had to shift and adjust. And I found somebody that said they'll be here they're going to try to start tomorrow, Tuesday. So adapt and overcome is the way of the world with this thing. And fortunately, we're not going to, lose any money on it. And somebody's willing to do it for the same price.
That goes to your point earlier of trying to build out so you keep everything essentially in-house, right?
So normally we're like with this job, and there's one other project where they asked us to be like a full GC. We're doing a United Rentals parking lot where we're carrying the landscaping and the irrigation. We had some electrical work that we carried as well. And that's not the norm for us. We're normally working for a GC and just performing site work, which is earthwork, underground utilities, site concrete, site paving, and striping and signage, which is pretty much a turnkey site work package. And sometimes they, because we have a GC license, they ask us to, pull the permits, carry the extra stuff that's involved in it. Like a parking lot's easy. You only have a couple of other scopes. There's no vertical construction, so we add it, but it just has those extra headaches that you have to go through to close your permit out because your name's on it. Usually we're a sub of a general contractor on larger scale projects, private work, and we come in, perform our scope, and leave, and then all of the vertical construction and everything is handled by the general contractor. And it's easy. We get in, get our scope done, and get out.
Just when you thought.
You said he was a good dude, right? There he is right there. Hey, what's up? Yes, sir. I just heard your voicemail. It was funny. Jonathan with Alliance Land Development. You came in last week to fill out an application with us. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
So, what kind of experience do you have?
Really just like warehouse.
Okay. All right. So you've never done construction before?
Yeah, this will be the first time.
All right. So they said you came in, you were dressed up. You don't see that anymore. Seemed like you had a good attitude. Unfortunately, the only thing I do have available is a laborer position on the land development side, which is obviously outdoors in the heat, shoveling, doing concrete work, stuff like that. That's what I was calling to see if you'd be interested in taking that position.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. What are you looking for money?
The money anywhere from like 21 or 22.
Okay. I can start you at 18 since you don't have no experience in what we got going on. And we have what's called it's like a step-up program that we have the project managers working on. So like, as you kind of gain knowledge and experience, you go from like laborer 1 to laborer 2 to laborer 3, and then we have like, you can start getting on equipment and become an operator and you know, kind of move your way up the scale and the scope of work or type of work that we do. But I mean, obviously starting out with you know, zero experience in what we do, it's going to be a little harder. It's going to take us a little more time to kind of teach you. Your production probably won't be as good as everybody else just because of, you know, you're learning. So that's what I got to offer. If you're willing to take it, we could definitely start you.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll take it.
Okay. You want to come into the office and get with Miss Minnie, and she can onboard you, and she'll get you with Liam, who's our project manager. And
Today?
yeah, if you want.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Sounds good, man. Yes, sir.
Take it easy.
All right. You can go to the downtown one. So we got 3 projects in Fort Pierce. One of them we're given a price for. The other one is one we just signed a contract on that we'll kind of go over the beginning stages of it, kind of what we're going to do to get going. We're going through permitting right now, so we're waiting on a vegetation removal permit and a site development permit to get approved by the county. Paid for everything. It should be getting pushed through within the next couple of days, and then we're going to start putting silt fence in. You'll see the process. I'll pull up the plans on my laptop and kind of get to see it before it happens. Like I'm a visionary. I get to see the whole project done, like before like the trees are knocked down and everything. I can see where the building is going to go. I know where the road's at. I know where everything's at because of looking at the plans.
I think a lot of people don't know what land development is, so if you were to explain land development in 60 seconds to those who don't know it, who don't realize it's more than just bulldozing and what people may drive by while it happens.
Yeah.
A little quick synopsis on that.
So land development, obviously, the fact that we have that name, Google, you know, when people Google land development, they're looking for people who buy dirt, right? So people who are in commercial real estate, people who are in real estate, land development, the developers. But we are the constructors of those developments. So we put that in there because we do some of the due diligence work for those guys. We can go in, we can do turtle surveys, we can do topographic surveys, which tell you the elevations. All these things are needed prior to purchasing land to be able to do what you want to do with the land when you buy it. So we do perform that stuff. We have partners that we work with and engineers, but we also, the end goal is to perform the work to construct those projects with the said developers. And everything from knocking trees down, so site work is what we do. Everything from knocking trees down, bringing fill in, bringing fill out, digging lakes, earthwork is what we call it, to the underground utilities, which is water, fire sprinkler line, sewer or force main. Sometimes you gotta have pressurized sewer lines, lift stations, all the underground drainage, site concrete basically is curbs and sidewalk, flat work and sidewalks, and all the paving and the striping and signage. So that is what encompasses the site work realm. I think I went over 60 seconds, but you know, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We just recently, 6 months ago, hired a shell estimator, so we're going to be performing shell construction, which is the slab and the block of the actual shell of the building. And then obviously we have our roofing division as well, so we're going to provide that as a package. The site work, we can go right after we build the building pad out of dirt, we can go right into digging footers and getting the slab prepped. So we save these people a lot of time. And you know, anybody, GCs or people, landowners, want their building built as fast as possible so they can make money. So why wouldn't we offer that as a service so they're not waiting on the next sub to come in and dig footers and put the building up. and then move right into the roof. You know, once you get the roof dried in, they can go right to constructing the interior of the building. And that's essentially, we know that that's what a GC wants. They want you to get the building done as fast as possible. So if we can go in, kind of control the job, do our site work, get the pad built, let these people go vertical, let us go vertical for them, and then, you know, we're working around our own team. There's no finger pointing, and we keep the site clean, keep the site neat and tidy, and give them a quality product. And those are all three of the biggest ticket items that are on these commercial sites. So it's nice to be able to go in, get paid good chunks, and get out. You know, obviously site work, we're the first ones in, the last ones out, but we can get in. If people really like did their homework and looked at like how long these road projects or sites were supposed to take, 9 times out of 10 they're ahead of schedule. But you know, I swear, man, I don't even like social media sometimes because of just the people that just go on there and complain because they have nothing better to do, I feel like. And sometimes I go in and like speak confidently and educate folks and say, hey, like, you know, this project is being held up probably because of this, and this. Manpower, right? It's hard to find good people. Maybe they don't have the manpower they need. Why don't you go fill out a job application and help them finish it if you're complaining about it, you know? Like, it's stuff like that people don't think about. But the development's gonna happen no matter what. So it's better to be the part of the team that develops it than someone that's on the sidelines, because our area is growing instead of you know, and like we're going to talk about it later at this site over here. There's like, people think we just want to go in and knock trees down and build all this stuff, and it's like there's stuff that goes into place during the planning process where they keep trees, they keep preserve areas. You can only develop it if you keep a certain amount of preserve area, and I'm born and raised here, so I want this environment and community to continue to flourish, continue to have nice waterways, continue to have a nice ecosystem, a nice beach that we can go hang out on. So of course we want to treat these sites that we work on well, so that, you know, we can go enjoy the community.
Communicate to RF exactly where they need to end the concrete.
Okay.
Because I know we got some tops out there that have to have an F curve or a valley curve or something on them.
Right. There is some curb inlets, and we'll, like I said, I don't have them right in front of me. It was just a thought as I was driving down the street, and I kind of wanted to get it out of my brain while I was thinking about it. But I do believe we're going to have enough time. I just wanted, like I said, to throw it on the table.
All right, I think, let me get back and look at the plans, and I think we should all meet out there tomorrow morning, because Mike is ready to go.
Okay.
I mean, are we ready for string line?
They mixed everything, and I haven't been out there, honestly. Liam's been handling everything, but Liam leaned on me this morning and said, hey Johnny, we need concrete at like 3 different projects right now, and you know, what should we do? And I'm trying to like help him prioritize, and you know, your site was one of them, and I said, you know, that's why I was kind of thinking about pouring the slab.
You need to get I think.
We're on I think right now. I mean, we work Saturday out there. We're doing everything.
All right, I'll get back with you before end of business. I think this is probably going to have to be a meeting with Liam, me, you, Jeremy, and Mike, and yeah, that's no problem.
All right, let's do it.
I just want to, you know, I want us to make sure that Mike's not going to dig me from which I know he won't, but I'm all right. I'll be back in touch.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, John. Bye.
Right. Having fun yet?
Oh yeah, having a blast.
You know, that's my token phrase, if you haven't realized that yet.
Yeah. Oh,
I enjoy it, dude. Honestly, like if it ain't like this, I mean, I'm not happy. I'm bored. Anyways, and he seemed like he was on board with it. Because normally you use a curb machine. Hello?
Yeah. I follow.
But we were hand forming it to kind of help them, and then and so we saved them money on Station 20 by putting our hand form curb in first, so they didn't have to put form boards up.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's an option.
All right.
I don't think we're going to need to use it, but obviously I think is number one for concrete, and number two is going to be Mavis. So
Yep. I got done with that meeting.
While you're on one phone call, you got 3 phone calls and a bunch of texts.
that's how I roll.
To the light.
It don't stop, man. The phone don't stop ringing. Yo.
Yo.
Just following up with you. I know you're...
Yeah, same. I texted you. Just waiting for updated pricing for materials, and as soon as I get that back, probably tomorrow, I can just verify my pricing is still accurate, and then I'll send you a contract for the irrigation only.
Okay.
But I would go ahead and have Dom move forward that tap. So
I'm working with him right now. I'm working with him.
Perfect. No, you're good. So as soon as that's done, we can come in. We can knock that out in like probably a day or two. Like that shouldn't be an issue.
Well, is there anything we can do like before the tap, like as far as at least like working from it to go to it, and then you do your tie-in? The meeting I had with everybody was that was the one that we were tying into, and there's extra space on it and everything. And if you are you familiar with the Port St. Lucie guy, that old guy? What's his name? Billy?
I don't think I know Billy, but I mean I've been through plenty of PSL like irrigation reviews, and like I haven't had an issue.
Okay.
So
well, he was the one that we were dealing with. Like you could just call him and he would like meet us out there, kind of deal.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
yeah, I was just looking. That's why I was like, hold up, because the plans that you sent me, the final sign and sealed irrigation plan, has a controller, and the last one didn't. So I was like, oh geez, because the last one said tie into existing controller, and this one says install new baseline controller.
yeah.
So if there's one that I'm tying into, that's better. But
It's far from where the tap is, but that was the only place we could tap because that was the end of the line. So this is it, huh? So concrete got to go.
Concrete.
I would assume. So this is the tank here,
I think this is just the tank, just an old single.
and the sanitary's here.
Yeah. Either that or they put a sanitary lid on it, and that's a grease trap.
There's another clean out.
Yeah, there's 3. 1, 2, 3.
So we pop this top and see what it looks like. You got one of them things? You got something? I got something. So this is a commercial real estate guy we've been dealing with, has asked us to give him a price. This is an existing grease trap, which, you know, it keeps the grease from going into the sanitary system of the city, of the municipality. It traps it, and I guess this one isn't up to code for the new restaurant that they want to put in here. So they want us to give them a price to put a new one in.
Oh yeah, the whole walls brought it out of it.
Oh man, that's beautiful. I don't see how some people say it smells like money. I don't think it smells like money.
Yeah, that's the whole tank right there. That's just the other lid for it.
That thing's got dirt. So I don't even see where it comes in and goes out, because that's not connected, that pipe right there.
See it?
There's an end of the pipe. Let me pop this one. Wow, so it fills up that much?
Yeah, and then it goes
That shit's barely under the ground. Look at that. You see it where it might flow to? Wouldn't they put another manhole out there? See, that's why that pipe looks like something that might have been connected to that.
Yeah,
And it might have fallen.
Bubbling up.
Oh yeah, it's right there. Yep. So, how is that gonna work? You gotta run, you ain't gonna get a grease trap with side holes. I don't know. So to install a new grease trap, you need the walls of where the end outlet of the grease trap, the existing holes, the existing pipes that are here, elevations are really, really high. They're like literally just underneath the asphalt. So we need to do some like exploratory stuff here, because essentially you're gonna have to reinstall that entire sanitary line on the outfall side. You're probably looking at like 30 to 40K. So.
Okay, I got you. Are you able to send me a quote?
Oh yeah, I can send you a quote. I'm just trying to, I don't want to scare you. That's all. It's a pretty crazy, I mean, this thing looks like it was built in the 70s. The walls are all fucking rotted out on it. There's dirt coming in the side. But to do it right, we need to verify where that outfall line goes to, because that whole line's probably gonna have to get reinstalled. Damn it, man.
Grease traps.
I just want to eat at whatever this place is going to be. If something fish and chicken, it's got to be good. They're going to have, they need a grease trap.
Grease trap. There's a reason Fats moved.
They went across the street. I bet that job too. I was, doing everything in the field because, I was estimating in the beginning. I was handing, meeting with people, signing contracts, running the equipment on the jobs when we first started. And Adam told me straight up, he's like, Johnny, if you ever want to grow, you got to get off of that bulldozer. Because, you're still answering calls, you're still kind of doing emails when you get a break, but you don't have your full control or full focus on what it is that, you have control over. And as soon as I got off of the bulldozer and kind of just let go, because that's something that I love to do, something I always want to do. As soon as I let go, that's when the business started growing. And now we're at the point now where it's like I was doing all the management stuff, still meeting with people, still doing emails, still, kind of running the whole show, and which was making me fall short on the networking and business development side of things. So now we're just like you said, putting that team in place to where I could just go get in with the development of the business and help build our brand, help build the social media platform to where we can get noticed and find quality employees that want to stay, and see this thing do what we want it to do, which is be one of the largest land development companies in the area, and be able to build in the community that we grew up in. Like all these other big dogs that are around here ain't from here. So this is, we want to be from here and build the community we grow up in and raise our kids in. And it just gives you that much more pride in your work, I think. Hey, I just pulled up to this Basin Properties job. Did I not tell you to put silt fence stakes in and preserve stakes?
So yeah, we didn't no silt fence, but I can do whatever you need. No, we just did the control. So is there already silt fence there or some shit? Isn't there
no, I can mark it out. The problem on this one is I got like 4 or 5 trees up front. I just wanted to make sure they were the right trees that were being preserved.
Dude, I can do whatever you need. I just need to know. No, it was just the machine control. Unless I fuck, I mean, it's not beyond me to fuck something up and misunderstand you too. You know what I mean?
And I don't remember if I did say it or not. I just pulled up.
Same here. Yeah. So you need it, you got it though. I can do it tomorrow too, dude, if you needed it.
Okay. I don't think it's a super rush if you're busy, but within the next couple of days, I'm still waiting on permits, which I should have. I just paid for it, so they should be releasing it. But
nice.
Just a couple construction entrance stakes, just because where the gate is, I don't think is where the construction entrance is. I'm pretty sure we can measure it. I just don't want, you know.
Dude, I got you covered. So do the wholesale fence and then give you the construction gates also.
Yeah, and then on the back of the property, there's a preserve area. I just want to have that kind of delineated. It looks like it's like 30 or 40 feet off of the property line, so that we can put up our preserve barrier and show them that it's right where the stakes are. You know what I mean? They're not in relationships with the surveyor. He will make your life easier or more difficult, because you need them for closeout. You need them for the beginning of jobs. I gotta turn my hotspot on. This is the job. We're sitting. These trees are right here, so you can see 301 is right there, that oak tree. So essentially your drive is right here in between these two trees. That's going to be your construction entrance, and then you got, let's see, 56,000 square foot building going up front. Another 56,000, two more 56,000 square foot buildings going in the back. So this is a large tilt-up warehouse facility. And yeah, we're gonna have a meeting tomorrow out here with all the guys and the guys that they're gonna be working on it, our supervisors, and kind of explain how we're gonna perform constructing it. So this is a 1.75 acre lake we're digging. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 trees that are staying. So it looks like these 4 right here are staying. And we might even be further that way with our entrance. But yeah, so this is the next one we're starting right here. I just got off the phone with the surveyor. We're getting construction entrance survey put in, so we know exactly where that's gonna go. And then we got some preserve trees that we're preserving, so I'm gonna have him wrap those trees so that we know exactly which ones are which. And then you got a preserve area around the back. So we'll come in here after he gives us those stakes. We'll put all of our silt fence in, put our construction entrance in, and then we can begin the clearing process. We'll clear all these trees, either get them hauled out or mulched up and then hauled out. And then this is where a tornado went through. So you got a lot of trees that went down. This one looks like it's laying on the ground. There's still probably gonna be some debris laying out there from some of the buildings that got torn apart during the hurricane that had all those tornadoes. There was stuff strewn all in the trees over here from buildings on the other side of 95. But yeah, we're getting ready to go hot and heavy on this one. 2 acre lake to dig with somewhere around 40,000 yards of dirt to get out of it, and start filling this whole site. Two ditches. A ditch along here is an existing ditch, and then a ditch that delineates the two pieces of the front parcel and the back parcel. We got to backfill. And we're ready.
So what's a project like that look like timeline-wise, from ground break to finish?
Ideally, I mean, in perfect conditions, you'd probably see a project like that go maybe a year, considering we're doing only the first phase. And that's for the vertical guys to get done with what they're doing as well. I mean, for us to get in and do the site work, we're probably, I would say 3 months to get them to where they can go vertical and we can start laying pipe, and then turnkey site package, probably somewhere around 6 months.
For those who don't know, vertical means build.
Vertical is constructing the building itself, yeah.
Oi, Mama.
Hey, honey.
Hi, Mama.
I got you on speakerphone with the live thing, so don't say nothing crazy, but I was just calling to tell you that I love you.
Oh, Mama, I love you too.
Doing my daily thing. It's usually about this time of day I start thinking about you.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm thinking about you all the time too, Mama.
You're awesome.
You too, Mama.
How's
you know
your...
that.
Yeah. What do you guys got going on? You working?
Well, I'm gonna do one BRB right now, and I'm stressed with my group, so.
With Matthew?
It is
Why?
what it is. Because all the time he starts something and he don't finish, and this makes me angry.
Yeah.
Because he told me he's gonna do yesterday paint the wall. I love you.
Ciao, I love you.
Bye.
This whole back section is going to be the new training facility for St. Lucie County Fire Rescue. The only thing we're doing is phase 1, which is up where the building is, and there's a parking lot that basically where that black truck is, where it stops. But everything towards the behind us is going to be a training facility. It's like another 2.5 acres. This is a new supervisor. How's it going?
Good, buddy.
Good?
Yes, sir.
It's a little fucking cold out here. Our nipples just hardened up. It's cold out here.
Dude, it's freezing. Got a t-shirt on.
I know. I just took off my sweater. It's looking good. What do you guys got going on?
We're just trying to get this to finish. We're almost there. It's hard as shit, man. It's all clay under there, so we've just been tilling it, and we're pretty close. We're within an inch or so. Increase the pay?
No, I don't.
But no, we only got one machine, so they took the other machine Friday. So we're doing the best we can, but we're gonna have a shitload of material to move.
If anything,
We're damn near to grade though.
I can put a truck on it. I mean, obviously you can see your cuts and your fills over here.
Yeah.
So if you can kind of move it where it's supposed to go over here.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And
we can fill in a bunch where it needs to go, and then at the end.
And then obviously islands and stuff you're gonna need a little bit. Yeah. So not really how the normal Mondays go, but you know, Monday's a Monday, so we're transitioning into it from our morning to afternoon, and got a little meeting for manpower right now with Liam, so we're gonna go over some of the manpower stuff we're dealing with. So I told you about TJ, right?
Yeah.
He call you?
Nope.
It looked good. They just need to put a roller on it, which they probably don't even need to do that because it's so hard. And I got a pile of dirt. There's some fills in some areas. I told him just to try to lose as much as he could in the fills and then leave whatever pile left. But that they were probably, more than likely, I said, don't quote me, but you guys are probably going to Delray. I told him you would get with them before the end of the day.
Yeah, if you already talked to Stuart and he's looking to push out concrete anyways,
Yep.
buys us some breathing room. And then we can get those guys down there and knock out his hit.
And then Mavis should be able to be getting done. Even if we get there next week, we still have time because that should be quick. The kid you talked to, Justin.
Yeah, he was drenched to the T.
Yeah.
He was like a good person. So.
Thanks for following us around today. We'll see you next time.